Welcome to Showday 1197. My name is Roger Grimes. Today what I'm going to talk about is a back stance. Now I've never learned a back stance in Kenpo, but I've learned it as I was doing forms of Shotokan and other styles. So it's kind of a different stance. I'm going to go over it a little bit, and I'm going to show you how I use it in the Kenpo too, and also use it with fighting. So we're going to go from stance here. A lot of people say you can get against the wall. So you can be here, turn it. So my leg is against the wall here, but I want to be in an L shape and leaning away. I'm not an expert at Shotokan or any other form of Okinawan or Japanese martial arts, but I've done it and I'm going to show you how I use it. So we're going to go from that point there. So here it is, we're in the stance and coming back. How I use it is I'll be in the fighting stance, I'll throw like a punch, I turn to a bow stance, then I shift back and I can get away from if someone's coming at me, and there's the punch. So here's one drill that I use it for. So the stance here. So I think of the American Kenpo where they call it a neutral bow stance, and Tracy's we just call it a fighting stance. But it's the same thing. So we're in the stance here, so this is neutral. We turn to a bow stance or a forward bow, but we're going forward. Now we use that back stance, we're going back. I throw the punch. So I'm in neutral, throw the punch, one. So when I'm neutral, I put a little shoulder into my punch, one. Now I'm going to turn to forward, two. Now I'm going to step back and lean. Here's the back stance, and there's the three. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. We're going to do that one more time. 1, 2, 3. The purpose of doing this too is I'm punching a guy, he throws a punch at me, I'm leaning, but they walk right into my punch. That's how I use that. I also do it with kicks. I go to 1, 2, 3, throw a kick, or I just go 1, 2, lean kick. So that's a good place to put that also. We're going to take a brief moment from the video. I just want to say, if you didn't pick up my book, Lessons from the Cage yet, what are you waiting for? You can get it in paperback or you get it in ebook. Where can you get this? That is a wonderful question. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it on Kindle. You can get it on the Apple Books. You can even buy it in Barnes & Noble. I've even seen it on the Target app and the Walmart app. But check it out. Just Google it if you don't know. Lessons from the Cage, Life Lessons from MMA, Roger Grimes. Now back to the program. So 1, 2, 3, kick.
Nice.
You see how I slipped?
Yes.
And I was able to do it. So remember 1, 2, 3, I just went 1. So you can split this stuff up. It doesn't have to be. Just because I gave a certain combination doesn't mean.
And it landed.
Yeah. Kick. What's cool about using the back stance for the kick, if my legs are too far apart, I still have to use a cat stance to make it reasonable. My feet are closer together. Now I'm out of the way a little bit, but my kick comes up easier, allowing me to kick from a real close distance. As you'll see on the bag, I'm hitting the bag. It's 1, 2, boom. So I just cat on it, right? With my feet together, 1, 2, 3, bang. There it is. How do I use the back stance in some of the Tracy's techniques or the Kenpo techniques? Is one particular striking thing. Punch from the side of you. I don't just go here and then step. I want to line this up so I get a better strike. Instead of cat stance and coming out, I'm standing here, I don't want to fight, here comes the punch. There's a little bit of back stance, and it really helps me spring forward. So I'm here, then I go all that other jazz. But the important part is the beginning of our techniques. It's a punch coming at you, whoa, bang. Bunch of other things from there. So I can be block, so I'm standing here, turn, boom. So the nice thing about this, I'm getting out of the range. Okay, so let's just go to the beginning part. Boom, bam. And we can go over to the bag and do that too. So we're over here at the bag. I'm like this. I can turn, see I get more distance. I'm here, jammed up. So now it gives me more distance for my punching, but also getting, more space. So I'm not getting hit as fast. So I'm out. So I'm leaning away, getting more distance away from that punch. But I'm also getting more distance so I can punch here. So I can be here, now let's, I'm here. All that good jazz if you want to do that. Or look, right there, look at that. Now I can start moving around and getting crazy Kenpo stuff going on. Whew. So I was a little delayed on that, but the same theory is that, well, I could have just kicked it automatically, but I had too much weight on that. I remember saying 1, 2, lean away, 3, then you can throw the kick. 1, 2, lean, 3, kick. And we were talking about that back stance. Remember we were talking about that? I've been trying to do that to you, but you won't come in enough for me to do that. I go 1, 2, and you just stand there. You're like, oh, I'm not coming back at you. You're not getting aggressive with me, like, which is fine. It just spoiled my plan. So I had to do something else.
So when you
which
say
is all
it's
good.
1, 2.
Yeah, now I come in, now kick.
So it's a 1,
Yeah,
2,
but don't be
back.
so far apart. 1, 2, 3. Keep yourself a little closer. So all you have to do is lift and kick.
Okay.
Try
And
that.
then Roger, where are you? I mean, you're kicking to whatever's exposed, but you're.
Yeah. So we're up here. Just punch, punch. Now from here, lean back. I might walk into that, but I'm all walking. I'm trying to film a video, and we got all this going on outside. It's crazy, isn't it? So here. Woohoo! This is on the way home. There it is. It's up on the sidewalk even. That's how deep the water is getting past the curb on the sidewalk. People get stuck. The rain's so deep. It's flooded over here. See how flooded it is, man? Cars were getting stuck. Flooded out. That one made it through, but some of them were getting flooded.